Hello, traders. It's Steve with the Stock Index Trading Room. And in this week's weekly recap, I'm going to take a step back from some of the short-term signals that we've been sharing with you that have a very nice historic win rate. And we're going to look at something a little bit larger in nature. We have a lot of people that say, does your Smart Patterns trading system have things for people that would like to get in a trade and hold it longer? And the answer is we do, and we're going to share that with you today. Capturing likely turns in the market, Trapped Trader Oscillator, TTOX plus SMOM T2. Now, what is that? That's Trapped Trader Oscillator in an extreme plus Smart Momentum Type 2 divergence. And if I'd put all that on our title screen, we would have been down in here with our text. So we're going to cover this, and I'm going to cover this briefly. This is a pretty simple trading concept, and show you what it offers for people that want to do that. We're going to show you this, make this legal. If you've never read this, please pause this video, read it, and then come back and join us when you're finished. Thanks. The setup is using Smart Momentum and Trapped Trader Oscillator in combinations to give us a really incredible trading situation. But incredible is my opinion. I'll show you what it does, and you can decide for you if that's something that is of interest. Rob Mitchell is World Cup trading champion, largest for quite a period of time, was the largest ES trader in the world. In Smart Momentum, he says, it's the most powerful indication of range expansion. Do you want in trades that grow in your favor that he's ever traded with? We're going to look at how Smart Momentum shows a likely continuation of cycling or trending, and that's what you want if you're in something and you want to stay. And to make it more beneficial, we're going to add another outstanding market indicator, Trapped Trader Oscillator. When it is stretched in an extreme, it finds likely places where weak hands, there are too many people trapped on the wrong side of the market, and weak hands are going to be forced out. Running their stops is actually the thing that propels the market in our favor. Trapped Trader Oscillator in and of itself has some great patterns and entries with a very attractive historic win rate. Our last webinar was on Trapped Trader Oscillator and how we use it. There's some advanced patterns in order flow that show us likely future price direction. And if you've not seen that, you probably would want to take a few minutes to look at that and see how that works in our favor. But what we're going to do today is show you some things that create larger moves, and we're going to use Trapped Trader Oscillator and Smart Momentum, and using those together gives us some results that I'm excited to share with you. So here's a signal. We identify any type 2 diverging situation with Smart Momentum, and I'll show you what that is. It's a very simple concept. And then we're going to check and see if Trapped Trader Oscillator is stretched to an extreme, where there are likely a large number of weak hands on the wrong side of the market or wrong side of cycling or trending. The reversal bar forces these weak hands out, and that tends to move against these weak hands and move it in our favor. And that's all we're doing with this trading concept. So let's get to a chart. This is from Friday, August the 7th, Trapped Trader Oscillator plus Smart Momentum Type 2 divergence. All of our proprietary indicators, we're going to use our Smart Renko bars, which are proprietary. And you can create a trading system just with the Smart Renko bars. That's how brilliant they are. Trapped Trader Oscillator and then Smart Momentum. It's all we're going to use. I'm going to share one other concept that we use in a room for your benefit. And but just as an aside, we like to say we're not a one-trick pony, and this would be using 2 of our indicators, but we've got something else. If you're interested in market turns, we've got something else that's just too brilliant to not share with you. If you're interested in that, to see if you would want to take advantage of that. So anyway, 8 ticks for a reversal bar, 2 points, 1 point for a continuation bar. So each one of these continuation bars are 1 full point. So you can see some of our signals would get in, and in return, the potential possibility, in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 continuation bars without a reversal. I don't believe there's a trader alive that could get the top or bottom on every move, and we're not representing that we can do that, we do that. What we do represent is on Friday, August the 7th, these are the signals that were generated in this system. We have no idea what the future is going to hold, or if you are a good enough trader that you could capture this or anything that we represent. Okay, so we've got that out of the way. Let's go ahead and let's talk about the good stuff. Now, the prior was important and necessary, but now this is why you came, and this is what we're going to talk about. So here at 9:41 room time, Eastern Standard Time, we have our first signal with this trade, and what we have, type 2 divergence, is simply this. You see we have a red dot here and a red dot here representing these bars, this bar and this bar. Red dot here, red dot here. Price is higher. Smart momentum is cycled deep to indicate we're getting a big move coming. And we are in a situation to where it's very likely to come from here. Okay, so direction and distance are both in our favor. Trapped Trader Oscillator is saying, yeah, there are too many people thinking that this is continuation down and they're going to be trapped, and Smart Momentum is giving us an indication that we're going to cycle up. And so here we have our first signal, and away we go. We actually have some monthly historic records that show this is percentage winning for 10 points. We're not going to represent any of that today. We're just going to show you what the entries would have been. And again, you can decide if you want more information on this or not. So there's our first signal, and there's the entry, and up we go. Here's our second signal, and it's our favorite Smart Momentum type 2. Well, it's mine. Most of the members in the room would agree. It's a failure double that turns into a double top. Double tops are failures. And so here we have a situation where Smart Momentum price is equal to this green dot representing this red bar, and this red bar. Price is equal to, but Smart Momentum is cycling higher. So this is type 2 divergence. Okay, price can't come down. We reverse down off of this bar, and away we come. So you may have seen our double up and double down. We've covered that in one of our webinar presentations, and this is just simply the double down signal that Trapped Trader Oscillator is saying, not only are there too many people trapped on the wrong side of the market, we are very likely to start cycling down. And we didn't cycle, we just went straight down. This double top, if you remember the room, you will recognize that this measures to this bar to the tick. And we do that in the room. That's one of the situations to show you how to measure double tops. It's real simple. You can figure it out just with what I just told you there. So we're going to continue on in the market. We get some type 2s in here, but we don't have this dynamic situation where you can see large move, large move. Again, this is for people that, you know, are looking for large moves. They won't want to take 15 or won't expect to take 15 or 20 signals a day, but 2 or 3 large moves a day are really good, really work for them. Now, here we have a situation. I'm going to show you the ones that don't work, and that didn't work. This was a type 2. It was Trapped Trader Oscillator in an extreme. No real indication not to take this, to be honest with you. And I'm sure we had some members that took that. And whatever stop, 3 or 4 points or whatever, they would have surrendered that back to the market after 2 large wins. Okay, 2 large wins, small loss. Okay, here we have a situation. We have type 2. I've got this marked to show ultimate trend identification system. I had this marked in the room. I'm not going to cover that today. We have information all over the place about ultimate trend identification system, and UTIS said we were going up here. We reset and we go up. But here's the signal, TTO in extreme, type 2, price is slightly higher. TTO's undervalued. If you watched our order flow webinar, then you understand breaking this green line here says there's more buying pressure here than selling, and we're going to go up, up, up. So here we go, up, up, up. That worked well. Here we have the next situation after a reset. So 5 points, 5 points, 10 points, whatever you want to get off of these. Here we have a situation to where we have prices higher, smart momentum is lower. We are undervalued on this bar. And away we go. Kind of choppy, kind of grindy in here. But nevertheless, here's a signal. This is a combo signal. This is a really high historic, probably 80% historic win rate to use a relatively small stop and get 5 points. We're not a one-trick pony. Here we have a type 2 situation, and you know, that's legitimate. I'm not going to put an error on that. We like this this situation on the end of this structure. This should be an ABC down of equal length. It's not. We call this a TTO trap. And when we get this reading, type 2 with the trap on the other end of it, it's brilliant. So this would, for some of our members, would be another winning entry, and then some other things on the way up. But that's what we call that out of bounds. It's sort of a deviation of our original out of bounds, but it's basically smart momentum saying, hey, we're in a type 2, Trapped Trader Oscillator saying we're in trend. Let's take it and get our 5 points and get on the sidelines. So on Friday, I didn't even count this. I should have. 1, 2, 3, 3 and 1, 4 and 1, 5 and 1 for 5 points, or probably more than that. But anyway, we had 5 winners for at least 5 points and 1 loser for whatever you would have given. So, you know, 80% for a win percentage that is, I mean, a win size that is larger than our loss size. Okay, 80% on Friday for wins that are actually twice as large as the win size is twice as large as our loss size. But that comes with trade management. And, you know, different traders are going to manage their trade differently. That's why we don't represent what it would have done on something like this. Some traders would take 2 or 3 points in here, 3 or 4 points, 5 points. Some people would hold 3 resets. So we can't represent what it might mean to you. It would be unfair to you. We could, but it would be unfair to you. And so we just say, here were the situations that this system gave us on Friday. There's one, there's one. That one, we sold the bottom tick. Here's one, here's one, here's one. I think we had 5 trades, and that's probably about maybe 4 or 5 trades. Some days this won't trade at all, and you would want to use some of our other signals, in my opinion. You know, other days when there's a lot of data, we might get 8 or 10. But again, we're trying to find situations that are likely to turn and then hold those as long as our indications tell us we should. Now, the last thing I want to show you, and I want to wrap up with this, is this. If you're looking for market turns, Smart Super Trend, these little red and cyan randomly hashed, or appear to be randomly hashed little notations here. I'm going to show you how powerful they are. You can see in this move down, red, 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 we use 3 red prints to sort of say, okay, yeah, we're probably not going up from here. We don't trade that, but we use it to say, okay, trend is most likely down. So 1, 2, 3, red, 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 red. Now see, we don't see any cyan in here, right? We don't see any of these. We see all of this cyan, and then we start getting red. Down, 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 red, no cyan, no cyan, no cyan, no cyan. What do you notice right here? Light blue SST print, none on the way down, and light blue. So once this starts printing, which way does the market go? Well, it goes up. Okay. Here we're in congestion. Can't help that. We can't help it when the market consolidates. Up, 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 no red, no red, no red. Here, what do? We start getting red SST prints, right? But we get some blue, but we're getting red. And what does the market do? The market goes down. So here we're getting blue, 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 blue. Here's a little, this is unusual that we get this red and the market doesn't turn. It's very unusual. Okay, big, long red stuff here. Big, long blue stuff here. We're in a box. Okay, it breaks out of the box down. So just another indication, you can see red, 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 no blue, no blue, no blue. We start to get a lot of blue here, and what does the market do? It turns up, okay? So I don't know if you're good enough that you could watch and see these little red things print and blue's not printing and notice, wow, Smart Super Trend is saying we're trending down, trending down, trending down. We're going to be up. We break out of the box. We explode for you breakout traders. Okay, so that's just another indication, and I felt like it needed to be mentioned with market turns because it's brilliant in forecasting market turns, trending, and direction. Okay, so just another one of the powerful tools that Rob Mitchell's given us. But in this system, we looked at Trapped Trader Oscillator in an extreme, matched with Smart Momentum Type 2 for 5 or more points. We had 4 that went 5 or more. We had 1 that didn't, 4 points or 5 points, whatever stop you would want to apply. 4 points would be plenty in this system. So we had 4 out of 5 that won, and you can do the math, and you can decide, hey, is this something that I would like to check out and add to my trading? Again, only if you're someone looking for larger moves and not the minutia that goes within all of the ticks. So on behalf of Rob Mitchell, World Cup trading champion, largest E-mini trader in the world at one time, this is Steve from the Stock Index Trading Room. Again, visit our website if you want more information. We'd love for you to come and join us and learn this system and other systems and start to benefit from all that Rob put together. We wish you the very best in trading. Let us know if we can help you, and we look forward to seeing you in our room soon.